the thermometer saying air pressure 1037, so if that's to be believed, then promises to be more good weather. I think there's been a little bit of rain overnight. Outside the tent's a bit wet. Inside's dry. I've changed my plan again. I've scrubbed Barrisdale from the route. I think I'll go for a change of scenery. Was talking at a cool boffy to Bill from Glasgow and the two Americans, and they seem to be recommending Eigg as a nice island to visit. So plan today will be to go to Inverie. That involves climbing up to about 520 metres over a mountain pass and then gradual descent down to Inverie. Then on Sunday, ferry from Inverie to Mallaig, and then ferry from Mallaig to Eigg. I'll check in Mallaig what there is to see on Eigg. Apparently there's some sort of camping area which I might use to do some washing if possible. And then apparently, according to the Caledonian McBrain timetable, there's only ferries to Eigg on Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Thursday. So if I go to Eigg on Sunday then and don't like it, then I can come back on the Monday, or if I do like it, then I'm stuck there till Thursday. So that's about it. Wait for it to get a bit lighter and then cook breakfast. Had a wonderful spectacle last night with the sunset and then the deer coming to graze just outside the boffy, and there was even a rainbow down the other end of the loch near the tent. So it was very visual, spectacular. Could get very close to the deer. Didn't seem to be concerned at all about us. Today's route starts off by skirting around the headland to the west of Sowleys. It's good that it's lowish tide, otherwise it would have been over the headland. After skirting the headland, it's across the swamp over to the bridge at Carnac. After crossing the river, it's uphill again to the pass which is at 550 metres. Once over the pass, Inverie Bay comes into view. It's 8:30 a.m. on Sunday 18th September, and at Inverie, soon to depart for Mallaig, 9 o'clock ferry. Next one after that's 11 o'clock. Been a wonderful time. Just thought I'd introduce some of the people I've been sharing the last couple of days with. We have Marianne and Christophe from Belgium and Tariq from Bordeaux, France. And our paths happen to cross on the lonely wilderness of Knoydart Peninsula in the middle of September. As fate would have it, Christophe and Marianne would never have crossed my path because they had come to Scotland to do the West Highland Way, but some unscrupulous people stole Marianne's pack at Drimmen campsite because she'd entrusted it to a freight forwarding operator to cart it from Milngavie up to Drymen, and when they got there the pack was missing. So with the help of the operator, they did a tour of the southern Scotland, Edinburgh, Glasgow, and finally Glenfinnan. Outfitter along the way suggested the West Highland Way's too overcrowded and best to come and do the route through Knoydart to Inverie. So that's how we met. I was at Corryhully last Wednesday night, all ready to go to bed, and they came in after dark with a Scotsman who produced a bag of charcoal, and we had a nice fire. Then over the next few days we shared each other's company. I modified my plans because from the comfort of Canberra and Google Earth, it didn't seem that far to go from Corryhully to Sowleys, but when you have to do the hard yards out in the field, it's certainly a much more difficult challenge. And it's been a great time. We've had great experiences together, and Tariq comes into the question, into the scene at Sowleys, because he started a day behind us, but he had actually done the section from Corryhully to Sowleys in one day, so he can attest to just how difficult that stretch was. And both Marianne and Christophe don't like bogs. Well, you don't come to northwest Scotland and expect not to find any bogs, so they've had a few experiences falling into bogs, and we've had a great time. It was a great evening last night at the Forge, which is supposed to be the remotest pub in the UK, and we had dinner and then went to the Scottish music at the village hall and had a great evening. And now it's time for us to part. Tariq's heading north to finish the Cape Wrath. Last year he did the Cape Wrath with the intention of doing in 16 days or something, 2 weeks, but found it was impossible. So now he's come back again with 3 weeks up his sleeve and hopes to complete it sometime